all in my eyes. Enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks in the gym.
Just wanna find and run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way. Give me a new day. I start a fresh start again. This could be, this could be, this could be. This could be, this could be, this could be the chance. What are you waiting for? Need to escape, need to escape. It's too much weight, it's too much weight on me.
I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot wait to witness this one. We're live at the CompuBox Academy. Next to me is Johnny Nelson. Here comes the mirror. So much hype surrounding. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Good punch. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Did you see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. So much firepower here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Left uppercut doesn't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Get out there and go work. That's it.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Good counter punch. A swing and a miss with the left hook. to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
And down goes Jones Jr. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four.
Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 3. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Catch and shoot. The straight right just misses. Good counter punching. He just misses with that jab. Missing with that right hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. One punch could change everything in this battle. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Nice counter punch right up the middle. Just misses with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose it. Back at it in round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history book.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter punch. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Punch, counter punch. They exchange punches. Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he gonna do? And you can see it right here. That body shot sent them down, and they weren't getting up.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. And we continue.
Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. Back into the fray here in round 5. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Oh boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. How are they still standing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. Punch, counter punch. Perfect counter lands. Swing and a miss with that hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Is he going to punch himself out, though? They're both trying for a knockout. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. I promise you, all three judges. There's the bell to start round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight. Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Pensacola's finest is down. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
A shot from the gods took him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Nice counter shot. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. So it's Plank. And there's the bell to start round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
All right, hook misses. Jacobs in real trouble. How did they not go down?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
You'd like to see more jabs. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage. And they're back at it again here in round 8. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
It's all offense all the time. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
We're at the halfway point, and you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your ball.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does...
Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
That's lights out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. What a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.